President Trump says he has had enough, and now he says he's willing to pull federal dollars away from the state of California over the state's stance on continuing to allow biological boys to compete in women's sports. Right after the president made that announcement on social media, high school athletics officials in the state of California put out their announcement saying they are now willing to pursue what they are calling a pilot process. The issue is coming to a boiling point at the end of the track and field season. A biological male is winning first place in multiple female events, knocking some girls out of the competition. This weekend is the state finals, and the track athlete I spoke with says President Trump is the only leader willing to help.
The media likes to paint everything a certain way, like, oh, Trump's misogynistic and he doesn't like women, but yet he's the only one actually protecting women's rights. And he's the only one that's actually trying to make a change and help women opportunities, while people like Gavin Newsom, who claim that they're for equal rights, are diminishing it. And people who like AB Hernandez are okay with just taking these rights away. Yet it seems like it's all backwards. And if everyone just sat for a second and thought about the common sense of the situation, it'd be so different.
Izzie Salazar, a high school senior and track and field athlete, is talking about a biological male who is competing in the long jump, the high jump, and the triple jump as a female and is winning first place, even setting records, and is qualified for state finals. Tuesday on Truth Social, President Trump didn't name that athlete, but wrote, quote, as a male, he was a less than average competitor. As a female, this transitioned person is practically unbeatable. This is not fair and totally demeaning to women and girls. He went on to say that if his executive order is not adhered to, large-scale federal funding will be held back. That's when the California Interscholastic Federation, known as CIF, issued this statement saying it is now implementing a pilot entry process for this weekend's track meet. It essentially says any biological female who missed out on going to the state finals due to a trans athlete's participation will now be able to go on to finals and compete. Earlier this year, Governor Gavin Newsom on his own podcast talked about the fact that biological boys competing in girls' sports is, quote, deeply unfair. I reached out to his office and I got this statement, which reads in part, quote, CIF's proposed pilot is a reasonable, respectful way to navigate a complex issue without compromising competitive fairness, a model worth pursuing. The governor is encouraged by this thoughtful approach. Here is what Congressman Kevin Kiley had to say when I asked him what it means if those federal dollars are withheld from the state of California.
If we do lose these federal funds, which is why I've been warning Gavin Newsom about this repeatedly, then it'll be a potentially significant loss for students and student athletes all across our state, because there is a significant extent to which our school systems do rely on that funding.
President Trump said that he would be calling Governor Gavin Newsom. So I asked Governor Gavin Newsom's office, has the governor received a phone call from the president? They said yes, the president called Wednesday afternoon, but Governor Gavin Newsom was already at another event and at this point has not taken the phone call. Reporting in California for the Real Life Network, I'm Heather Myers.